Okay, so we all share that same morning ritual, right? You
Hmm.
open your closet, you look inside, you choose what you're going to wear. And I mean, the baseline expectation is it's pretty simple.
It just has to fit your body.
Exactly, it's functional. But what if that choice was, fundamentally about so much more than just the size or the look? What if your clothes could actively fit your mindset?
And not just fit it, but reinforce it.
Yes, reinforce your intentions, maybe even accelerate your personal transformation.
And that, right there,
Yeah.
is the core psychological puzzle we're looking at today. We're doing a deep dive into a brand called BK Leo Clothing, which, well, it positions its designs as more than just fashion. They're intentional, wearable,
Yeah.
psychological anchors.
Fabric as a daily reminder system. I like that.
That's what they're trying to do.
Exactly. So our mission here is to get past the marketing slogans and really unpack this philosophy they call Wear Your Journey. Because when you look at the founder's story, the messages, how customers are reacting, there's a very deliberate strategy here.
Right. A strategy to use clothing for identity reinforcement.
It's fascinating. We're looking at apparel as this functional, tangible tool for, I guess, manifesting your purpose.
It's a huge shift. It's moving fashion from something you just passively consume into, well, into an active daily self-help tool.
And I think if we can understand how they're building that intentionality, we can really understand why this approach is resonating so much right now.
Okay, so let's start there with the intentionality. Because this whole philosophy, it wasn't, dreamed up in a boardroom.
Not at all. The sources are really clear on this. It was born from a deeply personal transformation.
Which is the crucial starting point, I think. The brand's origin comes directly from the founder needing some kind of external anchor during a period of massive personal growth.
Right. They weren't happy with clothes that just looked good. They needed something that felt aligned with the person they were becoming.
And that's reflected in the brand's purpose. When
Right.
you break it down, it's not about style trends.
No, it's about strength, growth, and identity, literally woven into the fabric. They're trying to make these big, abstract, motivational ideas tangible.
And to make them actionable, they distilled them into three core declarations, three specific internal messages that the clothes are designed to send to the person wearing them.
The first one, it focuses on your history, on resilience. It says, I've been through it, and I'm still here.
That's such a powerful internal statement. Just pure survival and an acknowledgement of hardship.
It's an instant confidence boost, isn't it? Based on what you've already achieved.
Okay, so that's the past. What's the second one?
The second one addresses the present, the state of your evolution. It's, I'm not who I used to be, and that's a good thing.
Now that's psychologically very significant because it validates all the effort someone's putting into changing.
It gives you permission.
Exactly. Permission to break free from a past identity.
Mhm.
It reduces that cognitive dissonance that can come with transformation.
And then the third declaration is all about the future. It's purely aspirational. I'm building my best self.
So you've got past, present, future.
The whole arc. By just putting on a shirt, you're acknowledging your resilience, you're validating your current change, and you're declaring your future mission.
But wait a second. That's a huge psychological claim for a piece of fabric, right? I mean, what's the mechanism? Why does this work better than, say, a sticky note on your mirror?
I think that's where the idea of anchoring comes in. When you consciously choose to put on this intentional item, you're performing a physical action that's linked to a mental contract.
So the brand is just providing the external cue.
Right. So when you get dressed, you aren't just, passively covering your body, you're actively stepping into purpose.
Which makes sense. Behavioral science tells us that connecting an abstract idea like self-improvement to a concrete, tactile object is way more effective for building habits than just thinking about it.
Okay, so let's look at how they translate those deep philosophical anchors into, everyday stuff. Tees, hoodies, jackets.
Sweatshirts, crop tops, a pretty standard athleisure range.
Right, but the text, the slogans on them are anything but standard. The sources really emphasize these are not just cool graphics.
No, they're affirmations designed to hit very specific psychological triggers.
And their effectiveness is so interesting because they tap right into this modern messaging around resilience.
Yeah.
I mean, think about the immediate impact of wearing something that says, fearless to the bone, nothing breaks me.
That's a direct challenge to your own self-doubt.
Or how about this one? Built different.
Oh, yeah. In today's, hyper-competitive hustle culture, that phrase is a statement of radical self-acceptance. It's about owning your own unique ambition.
It's a really effective identity signal.
For sure. Then you've got the one for setting boundaries, restricted access, authorized only.
I love that one. In a world that demands we're always accessible, wearing that is basically a nonverbal cue that you're guarding your energy.
You're guarding your focus
Yeah.
fiercely.
Yeah. And for anyone who's, in that state of reinvention, there's "From dust, I rise reborn with purpose."
Which is just a perfect, concise summary of the whole transformative process. It validates the struggle by focusing you on the outcome.
I feel like we have to spend a minute on one specific example the source really highlights: the genius mind, gangster grind, hoodie.
Yes, that's a remarkable fusion, isn't it? It's intellectual strategy plus raw, intense work ethic.
It totally avoids those stereotypes of like the messy genius or the mindless worker. It demands that you embody both of those powerful energies.
And the source says wearing it acts as a very precise reminder to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm focused. I'm driven. I'm unstoppable. It's a synthesis of mind and muscle.
And this whole mechanism is what the brand calls empowerment on demand.
Empowerment on demand. I like that.
Right. If you hit that 2 p.m. slump or you face some unexpected challenge, you don't have to dig deep internally to find your motivation.
You just look down.
You look down, and the affirmation is right there. It's accessible. An instant cognitive shift.
So if these clothes are meant to be these reminders of purpose, that raises a big question. Who is this resonating with? Who actually makes up this self-declared tribe?
That's the next key piece of the puzzle, and what's really striking is the diversity. It's not a niche group.
It's purpose-driven?
Exactly. The community attracts people who are actively engaged in self-improvement, no matter what their job is.
And the sources identify a few groups. You've got
Yep.
the entrepreneurs grinding late nights,
The students who are stepping into their academic confidence,
mothers and fathers who are focused on building a legacy,
athletes pushing past their limits.
and maybe the most important group, survivors who are rewriting their personal stories.
It really suggests the connection is just based on grit and ambition, not on, demographics. And the testimonials really show that internal shift happening.
Like Marcus J. He says the clothing reminds him he's stronger, more focused, and just proud of his own evolution.
And then Ashley R. talks about that feeling of internal congruence. She says it's like truly stepping into her purpose. It's not about changing her look.
It's about changing her feeling.
Yes. And Daniel K. emphasizes the reflective power. He uses the clothes to consciously mark and just appreciate how far he's come.
That internal alignment is everything.
Yeah.
It's the proof that the product is actually doing its job. It's working as that psychological anchor.
Right. And the source gives this really powerful scenario to show how it works.
Okay.
Imagine you wake up, you're totally exhausted, you're tired, and you're doubting every single major goal you've set for yourself.
We've all been there, questioning the whole path.
Totally. And in that moment of doubt, you consciously choose the building empire, one dream at a time hoodie.
So the simple physical act of putting on that specific affirmation, it forces a cognitive realignment.
It grounds you. It brings you right back to your vision. The clothing acts as a kind of temporary substitute for your own willpower when it's low.
It anchors you to your long-term goals. That's a powerful countermeasure to internal resistance.
So, yeah, if you look at it that way, the clothes don't just cover you.
They fuel you.
They fuel you. They play a functional, proactive role in keeping your momentum going.
Which brings us to the final part of this, right? How do you position this kind of brand in the larger market? And are there metrics that show this whole philosophy is actually, working commercially?
Well, the brand is very clear about drawing a line in the sand. This is not fast fashion.
No, fast fashion is all about rapid, disposable trends.
This is explicitly labeled purpose-driven apparel. They're selling a mindset tool. It's designed for longevity, not for a fleeting season.
And the market seems to be responding. The sources gave some specific, quantifiable results, which is, it's essential when you're trying to prove that something intangible, like a mindset shift, actually drives sales.
All right, so we're talking about over 12,000 happy customers.
And a really high 4.8-star average rating.
Which, when you think about it, is huge. This isn't just a functional product. It's tied to personal fulfillment. So that 4.8 rating suggests the emotional promise is actually being delivered.
Customers aren't just satisfied, they feel empowered.
And this might be the most compelling number. 91% of customers say they'd recommend it to a friend.
91%.
Right.
I mean, if you compare that to typical fashion or consumer goods loyalty, that is extraordinarily high.
It has to be. It speaks to a level of belief that goes way beyond just product quality.
Absolutely. The reason for the growth isn't just the thread count. It's that the clothing feels aligned. That high recommendation rate confirms it's more than a brand.
It's a tribe.
It's a tribe, a shared identity that believes in growth, grit, and greatness. The clothes are just the uniform for that shared mission.
And to really nail down that mission statement, the source points to two more declarations. You have the not human willpower T,
Which speaks to that refusal to accept limitations.
and then the fear of failure cancels barriers hoodie, which is just an immediate behavioral instruction, isn't it? It's designed to override those mental barriers we all build.
They're just constantly reiterating you have to
Yeah.
wear your mission to feel the effect.
So when we put this all together, what does it mean? We've seen how BKLEO is showing that what you wear can be a physical, tangible declaration of your identity, of your ambition. It can act as a crucial daily mental anchor.
Yeah, by consciously choosing what you wear, you really are choosing to wear your journey.
I guess if you zoom out, the message is that you're not just dressing up, you're rising up.
You're rising up. And this whole idea provides a fascinating case study in how simple, everyday objects can be used for deep psychological reinforcement. And it leaves you with a question, right?
Yeah.
If simple affirmations on fabric can provide empowerment on demand, what other, highly routine, maybe overlooked objects or actions in your daily life are just sitting there, waiting to be transformed into powerful, intentional tools for your own growth?
Something to think about next time you reach into your closet. The power is already in you, but sometimes.
You just need a wearable reminder.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks for diving deep with us. We look forward to exploring more with you next time.